Okay, let's dig in a bit more to how we can make some positive and effective changes with both our environment and nutrition. Consistency is the key here. All right, let's talk a little bit about our environment. So thinking about our home environment and where we live and where we sleep and where we do a lot of our daily life. So really important to think about and to really assess your environment for clutter. Are there things that just are lying around that perhaps you don't even notice anymore, but you might be able to get a third party to come in and give you a bit of a better idea of what kind of clutter maybe could be removed and should be removed, tripping hazards, that kind of thing. All right, good lighting is really important, especially at night. If you're getting up frequently through the night, make sure you've got lighting all around. Grab bars perhaps in the bathroom could be a good idea. Stair railings, making sure those things are secure and in the proper place, they can really make a big difference. Thinking also about what you wear and your footwear, right? Sometimes we're just slipping on really old shoes. Maybe they're really comfortable, but perhaps they've lost a lot of their tread, or they really are more of a tripping hazard. So let's think about revising and looking at the footwear we're wearing and maybe the walking aids if we are using a cane or a walker, making sure that they're the proper height, and you can always have a therapist come in and assess these kinds of things, including your environment and the types of equipment that you're using. Now, also thinking about your vision and your hearing, making sure you're getting regularly assessed for your vision and your hearing can make a big difference. And then of course, using the proper treatments, therapy, glasses, for instance, using them properly, hearing aids, those kinds of things. Now, urinary incontinence, okay, a little bit of bladder leakage, that can actually be a falls risk because you're trying to get to the bathroom as quick as you can, rushing to the bathroom. So we want to see, we want to think about what types of incontinence are you experiencing, and some of them we can make a difference through exercise, for instance, like stress incontinence. If you notice that you're leaking a little bit when you sneeze or cough or when you get up from your chair, that could be just a matter of weakness in your pelvic floor, and you can start to learn how to engage your pelvic floor simply by pretending to hold the flow of pee and kind of tightening that lower abdominal area up as if you're zipping up a tight pair of pants just before you get up from the chair, just before you sneeze or laugh, and that can make a big difference. There's other things you can learn there. So really important. Or if you're getting up a lot through the night to pee, then that can be a hazard. So we want to see if we can get those kinds of things under control. And finally, medication. That's a really important one. Some medications can actually increase your risk of falling because of dizziness or malaise, just feeling low. So that's something that you want to review with your doctor, pharmacist, and see if any changes need to be made. All right, now nutrition is also critical. So getting enough vitamin D, eating a well-balanced diet are staples of maintaining a healthy body weight, strong bones, and muscles. The Canada Health Guide has some great recommendations, and of course, their recommendation for a healthy, well-balanced diet, and it's essential at any age, isn't it? But checking out, you can go online, check out Canada's Food Guide. Half of your plate should be veggies and fruit. A quarter of your plate should be protein. It could be plant-based or animal-based, and a quarter of your plate should be whole grain foods. This is kind of just the general guideline that when you're eating your meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even your snacks, they should really fall into this type of category or ratio. Now, just a brief mention, calcium. Calcium is good for our bones, our blood, our muscles, and you should be getting just enough calcium through your regular diet. So calcium-rich foods would include seeds, dark green veggies, some dairy like unsweetened yogurt or cheese, beans and lentils, almonds and seeds, even rhubarb is a great source of calcium. So making sure you're getting a really rich variety of foods you're gonna get enough calcium there. Vitamin D, so important, that sunshine vitamin, and it's important for our bones, our nerves, our muscles, and our immune system. And again, vitamin D is a bit more difficult to just naturally get through foods. There's not a ton of foods that have vitamin D naturally, so typically it's important to supplement. So some of the guidelines suggest 600 to 800 international units per day if you're over 70. So that's something to look into. You can talk to your doctor about that. Get out into the sun for 5, 10, 15 minutes a day. That will really be helpful too. And then some of the foods that do naturally have vitamin D include cod liver oil, some types of fish, eggs, and mushrooms. So you can sneak those into your daily diet as well. Finally, protein. Protein's a really important part of our diet, and it has many important functions like helping to build and repair tissues in our bodies, throughout our bodies. It's a great source of energy. It supports our immune function, along with many other really valuable functions. So protein should be something that you spread throughout the day, okay? At every meal and snack, we should be trying to get some protein. Again, it's not just about meat. You can think lentils, chickpeas, tofu, nuts, eggs, yogurt, seeds, all sorts of different options to get some protein into your daily diet. And at minimum, it's suggested that you get 1 to 1.2 grams of protein for every kilogram of body weight, all right? So do the math and write it down. Just out of interest's sake, write down what you're eating every day for 3 days, and then just get a sense of, are you meeting those requirements? Are you getting enough nutrients to stay healthy and strong throughout your golden years as you age, okay? So writing it down can be a great way to track what you actually eat, and then you know where you need to work on things, okay? All right, so there's a lot of great resources, and I'll have those as PDFs that you can check out, but of course, check out the Canada's Food Guide, because that's a great resource you can find online and see if you are meeting what they are suggesting. All right, now that we've learned all about the importance of exercise, environment, and nutrition, in the next video, we're gonna put movement into action. This is where health is wealth. So be sure to have on comfortable clothing, sturdy shoes, and get ready to learn some key exercises to help you in your balance and falls prevention journey.